Hi, this is Jim Mann with Homestyle Southern Cooking. Nice to be back with you again. I think I told you in one of my episodes some time ago that I love pumpkin, and was just in one of those moods tonight that I wanted a pumpkin pie. So I'm going to show you how I make my pumpkin pie. There are lots of ways to make pumpkin pie, and I'm sure you have a recipe. But everything I try to show you are things that are short and quick and can be done in a very short time and not take a long period of time. I made another pie crust earlier. If you want to know how to make a pie crust, check back on the videos. We did a pie crust not too long ago. So now I've done the pie crust already. So now I'm going to show you how I make the filling for the pumpkin pie. I've got 2 large eggs. There's 1, 2. I always like to mix my eggs up a little bit because that way I know they get all mixed up before I put the other stuff in there. Okay, to that I'm going to add 1 can of 15 ounces of just plain pumpkin. Now this is not pumpkin pie mix, this is just plain 100% pumpkin. Now we'll use the whole can. And like I said, this is 15 ounces, I think. Get it all out. I don't want to miss any of that pumpkin flavor. Okay, I got that out. And now I've got, and then I'm going to add a can of carnation evaporated milk, the whole can. To that, I'm going to add 3/4 cups of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I like sea salt and everything. I just like the way it makes things taste. Now, in a lot of recipes, it calls for so much cinnamon, nutmeg. I find it so much easier just to buy the pumpkin spice that's already all together. And this is about 3 good heaping teaspoons of the pumpkin pie spices. We'll put that in also. And then I'm just going to mix all this together. Like I said, there are a lot of other recipes, and I'm sure that some of y'all have recipes that have been handed down and that they might take other things that you put into them, and that's fine to use the recipe that's important to you. But this is one I use because I can do this in a hurry. It's really creamy when it comes out. It tastes really good, and it's very, very fast. And that's important to me sometimes when you're in a hurry and you've got a lot of things going on. You need to have something that you can do pretty fast. Now I've got my oven set at 425. That's very hot. When I put this in there, I'm going to let it cook for 15 minutes at 425. After 15 minutes, I'm going to turn it down to 350. And for 350, I'm going to let it bake to about 45 minutes. So I'm going to start off at 450. And why I'm doing that is because it's going to let this set. Okay, I've got that pretty much incorporated and all stirred up in here. And now we'll get my pie crust that I made. Like I said, if you don't know how to make a pie crust, check on one of the episodes. I did one not too long ago that I showed you how to make a pie crust on there. So it's a very simple pie crust to make. I'm going to pour this into my shell. Okay. Now, some people like to take and do a egg wash along the edge of it, which is egg and water to get it nice and brown. I use one of these covers on the edge of mine to keep until about the last 10 minutes to keep the pie crust edge from getting so dark and burnt. So anyhow, now I'm going to take it and we'll put this in the oven. Now remember, I told you it's 450, it's very hot. I'm going to take this off first and put it in, then I'll add it. And it's very up to the top. So it's a very slow process. Then we'll put this around the top. And I'll be back and show you this pie when it comes out. Welcome back. Remember I told you I had it in the oven for at 450 for about 15 degrees, and then I changed it to 350 to 40 degrees, for 40 minutes. So it's been in there for 40 minutes, we will take it out. And there we are. That is our pumpkin pie. Doesn't that look delicious? So with the holidays coming, pumpkin pie will be one of the things that you want to fix. So that's a simple pumpkin pie that you can fix in a hurry. I'm going to let this cool, and I assure you that I'm going to enjoy a slice much later. This is Jim Mann in Mexico. Thank you for inviting me back into your home again. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so I know that you're interested in seeing more. Take care of yourself, and it's always a pleasure being with you. So until next time, I'll say God bless.